So, Warhammer 40k Speed Freaks came out. A game I've been waiting for a while. Seriously, we didn't know a release date until 1 month before it came out. That being said, I've been able to play Speed Freaks every single time it's had a beta. So I've had this game drip-fed to me through this better part of a year and a half. And there's one thing I noticed. The Def-Killa Wartrike was really frickin' good, being a really powerful vehicle that fits the role of an assassin. And I'm pretty sure it was said in the community that the Def-Killa Wartrike was the most powerful thing in the game for a long time. And ever since the betas have ended and the full game released, I've noticed something different about it. It's not as good as it used to be. Which is kind of sucky for me, because I really like the Def-Killa Wartrike. It's not only just a cool-looking vehicle that's got the orky charm of being a trike, it's put together with scraps, with Orc having somebody hook to people and swing at them. I also own the miniature in real life. The Def-Killa Wartrike was a high-risk, high-reward, fast-moving, close-range fighter that doesn't have the best damage per second, but it should have some of the best, most consistent-to-land burst damage in the game. Because lagging that Snagger Claw twice should practically win you a fight. Here's the issue, though. Does that sound fun to fight against? Sit down for a second, and if you haven't been on the other end of a Def-Killa Wartrike, think about it. Could you imagine that your misplay was just existing in an area not ready for a Def-Killa Wartrike ambush? Because you will get out-chased by it. It can slow you and speed up towards you. The best thing you could possibly do, which the game recommends, is to stay in a group. Teaming up against one enemy makes it so they can't usually get away fast enough, and get crumped before they can crump you back. But think about this, fellow Speed Freak fans, and members of the Speed War like, is Speed Boy freelance. And I want to talk to you about how they gutted the Def-Killa Wartrike. No, seriously, I mean it. The Def-Killa Wartrike is supposed to be seen as this assassin, this speedy assassin. And sure, while it keeps the speed that makes it so it can catch up to any vehicle because of its hook and also just because of how fast it is, it doesn't really do well anymore. Making it so it no longer has a niche to operate in because it doesn't do enough damage. Making it so it doesn't really operate with ease in any single area besides chasing something down. And if the vehicle's smart, they'll realize, it's a Def-Killa Wartrike chasing me, and just win in a one-on-one DPS battle. Because the Def-Killa Wartrike is flimsy, to say the least. So, with its nerfs, it doesn't really have a place in the game anymore, where everything else is done better by it. And the one plus it has doesn't help it at all. And that not only has to do with the amount of damage the Def-Killa Wartrike does, but also the damage that everything else does. But before that, let's look at a somewhat spiritual predecessor to Speed Freaks and what they did. Mr. Grimm in all of the Twisted Metal games fills a very similar niche to the Def-Killa Wartrike. Both of them are types of motorcycles that have high-risk, high-reward gameplay. And how is Mr. Grimm in every single one of those games, at least the ones I can think about on the top of my head, that got the most coverage, like the original 2 in black? Spoiler alert, really frickin' good, if you know how to use them. That being said, Twisted Metal is a different type of game compared to Speed Freaks. Twisted Metal has secret cheat codes you put in to get stuff like invisibility and armor, and for the most part is a free-for-all game. But Speed Freaks is a team-based, objective-based game that isn't just a free-for-all, be the last one standing type, even though they should totally make that a game mode. Instead, it's about capturing points or winning a payload race. And I would like to say that the Def-Killa Wartrike before now was very oppressive in the meta, but because of what they've done to it, it has no place now. Things do what it does, but better. I would say right now the premier vehicle is the Boondocka Snazwagon. I would say it's kind of the mascot of the game. It's the vehicle that embodies orcish tendencies the most, and it encourages the fast, violent playstyle that would be in a Speed War. And it's only got one real issue, because its damage numbers are insane up close, where it wants to be anyway. It can get out of fights fairly easily with a smoke screen. Its grenade makes it so there's afterburn damage, so you don't have to worry about people regenerating while you come back for another attack. It's got great speed, and it's great for mobbing, making it so you have a lot of constant DPS. Its only big issue is that it can't fire behind it. Both how fast it moves and how good drifting is in the game, you can easily do a 180. Seriously, if you're playing the game right now, I'm sure you've seen how many Boondocka Snaz wagons are just everywhere. Constantly being the top scorer, being able to duel out anything. A Boondocka Snaz wagon could just decide to waltz up to a thing like a looted battle wagon and face tank it, do more damage than it, then drive away. Making it so it's the best close quarters combat fighter, with abilities catered to helping it get out of combat. Making it so the fast assassin playstyle has no place when the Boondocka Snaz wagon already does it, but better. Its weapons and its abilities aren't as limited as the Defkilla Wartrike's either, making it so the Defkilla Wartrike is all risk and no reward. This all, of course, still depends on team composition and makeup, though. But, for example, if you're fighting against a bunch of looted battle wagons, yeah, probably take the Boondocka Snaz wagon. You could fastly ambush them, have enough health to get out, and go to another one with a buddy. Or maybe take a Ruckatruck Squig Buggy with you if you want healing. Which makes games right now a little tough. I don't see a lot of diversity in what people go. I can't even tell you the last time I've seen a non-AI controlled Defkilla Wartrike, and everything else is just so rare compared to the looted battle wagon and the Boondocka Snaz wagon. Like, sure, you do see some Ruckatruck Squid Buggies and some Grot tanks every once in a while, but they're simply just not as plentiful. Seriously, I just hate this vehicle and how good it is. Like, why is it so good? Why is it so good? And that's because it's the starter vehicle. It's the start of the game cycle. We just got into it. New balance patches just came out. We're not used to the game just yet. That being said, I think things like the Megatrack Scrapjet and the Looted Battle Wagon and the Ruckatruck Squig Buggy are big contenders for what can be meta-defining in this game. That being said, I think Warhammer 40k Speed Freaks is a really cool game that might last the test of time if given the chance. I can't wait to see more out of this game. It's so frickin' cool. It's so frickin' cool. It's just exactly what you would want out of an orc, twisted metal, demolition derby racing game. And I want to hear your guys' opinions on it in the comments down below. And in general, because some people are saying that the game controls horribly and this and that. But man, it's really fun and it's really chill for a experience that's for free that everybody can play. And I hope this means nothing than us getting some more yummy, orky, mushroomy goodness in the future. I'd also like to know what your guys' dream wish for an orc vehicle in this game would be. I think it would be hilarious to see Killicans or maybe even Smash a Squig, just because they would be so different from everything else in the game, allowing for different playstyles. I'm already having so much fun with the Megatrack Scrapjet, and I just got it. I can't wait to see what else is added. But that's all I got for this video. If you like this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe so you could see more videos like it. And I'll see you next video, fellas.